Click to start. Load. So yeah. Load. We were on day 2 break. So this, I'm guessing, is just before the actual event happens. Like the special drink. Boss should clean the chicken bucket she throws out. Everyone can smell the spice from a mile away. Ah. Ah. Sorry about that. Let's see. Snowfall. There we go. A bit of a switch on those. You could take a couple minutes more, you know. I'm fine, thanks. How did you get the helmet off? Turns out the release button was jammed with ashes. Whoever owns the helmet made sure to use it to the point of voiding the warranty. Keep it safe in case she comes back, okay? Sure. Now take it away from me before I feel compelled to put it on again. Right. Yes, it's open, great. Welcome to Valhalla. Good evening, what kind of place is this? Did I step into some kind of afterlife? Do you often enter places without knowing what they are? Sorta, kinda, yeah? Well, this is a bar. A bar? Nice, nice. What can I get you? I don't know, I don't drink that much to be honest. What do you recommend for me? What do you normally enjoy? I like tea. That's something I can work with. What about flavors? Bitter but not too bitter? Sorry if it's too confusing. Something bitter but not too much. Maybe something bitter and girly? Let me see what I can get you. Something not so bitter. Something... Sunshine Cloud would work? Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. Not. Okay. Okay. Turtle hide. 2 bronze extract. Let's... Actually, I'll make it without alcohol, I think. Blended. Okay. Sure. Try this. Yep, this'll do just fine, thanks. You don't look like you're from around here. What brought you by, miss? I'm the star that always shines in the dark night sky. I'm the glow that will guide you through your sorrow. I'm the northern light that will show you your dreams. I'm Kira Miki. I just... So, should I call you Miss Mickey or Miss Kira? No, you're not getting it. I'm just Kira Miki. Here, let me help you. I'll say Kira and you say Miki, okay? Okay. Kira. Mickey? No. Put more spirit into it. Kira. Mickey. Almost there. Kira. Mickey. Kira. Mickey. Kira. Mickey. Kira. Mickey. That's it. Are you feeling it? Kira. Mickey. Kira. Mickey. I need to repeat this. And don't you ever forget it. I would like to know, yes. Where is this? I don't know. What the hell am I doing out here? Where were we, Jamie? Right, I was telling you. Wow, you're good. Thank you. It's nice to know I still have it. Especially since I have a concert in a bit. Concert? Wait, you're the Lilium that's putting on a concert tonight? I'm one Lilium who is putting on a concert tonight. I don't know if I'm the same Lilium you're looking for. And what are you doing all the way down here? Well, they were making less preparations for the concert, so I snuck out. My producer is always obnoxious while that's going on, so I just decided to leave. I saw one of the concert's posters and decided to check this place. Isn't that a bit dangerous? Dorothy? Hey Amy, what do you mean Dorothy? Won't your producer be mad when you go back? He will, but it's not the first time I've done this. And he still needs me to do the concert anyway. I see. How big is the concert? We planned for a bit over 100,000 people and sold out fast. So we managed to secure ourselves another show in a couple of weeks. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I may not have as many fans as other performers, but mine are very loyal and that's nice. Overall, is not many, then what exactly is? Hold on, then based on your little demonstration for the I should call you Miss Mickey, right? You don't get it, let's start from the top. I'll just call you Miss Idol then. Oh, I like that. Hey, do you have anything soft? Soft as in alcohol free? No, I meant soft as in soft. A pillow, maybe. Let's see what I can get you. Something soft. No, but I remember one. There's one, I think. This thing, I think. But this is sour. Is there one that's girly, soft, and bitter? Fluffy, yes. With girly, happy, soft, girly, bitter. Sunshine cloud, apparently. I guess we served the right thing. I think we can serve it again then. And this is bitter, girly, and soft. This should fit everything. Try this. Yeah, this'll do it, thanks. Hey, have you considered being more theatrical when mixing drinks? Eh? Yeah, you know, like spinning bottles and lighting drinks on fire, that kind of stuff. When I was in college, I tried going to a party once. The bartender who tried those tricks gave me a nasty bump on the forehead when the bottle slipped his hand. Those kind of theatrics usually feel pointless and seem to slow down the process of actually making a drink. Yes, but it's show, it's an entertainment. Yeah, but never underestimate the power of putting on a good show. Exactly. It can feel incredible and be very rewarding, you know? I'll keep it in mind. Hey, is this glass important? Depends on why you're asking. Do you want me to sign it? Oh sure, I guess. No guessing, are you sure or not? Yeah, do as you please. Okay then, who should I make it out to? Maybe I wonder if Gil would like it though. Your name, girl? Oh, for Jill then. For Jill, never lose your star, from Kira Miki. Oh, that's a pretty autograph. Thanks. No, thank you. I'm guessing someone with as many fans as you has their fair share of stalkers, right? Well, there are two kinds of people that obsess over me. There are the shy ones that follow me everywhere, hiding just out of sight. And then there's my fan club. What's the difference between them? The fan club follows me around a lot too, but usually keep a distance. Actually, I think they're outside waiting for me right now. Yeah, perfectly normal. Hiding out of sight, stalking someone. Rooibush tea with sage, so that I can keep talking. I see. They're also very organized. They'd make pretty good soldiers. Yeah, okay. The others, the stalkers, are a bit sneakier and don't act in groups. Yeah, it's one of the teas I want to have around all day. Rooibush and Ceylon. Those two are my primary teas. Like I can throw stuff into Rooibush all the time. I mean, basically, if those are the army, these are the special ops then. I'm guessing those stalkers must be bothersome, huh? Actually, they're not that bad. Stalkers are nice when you get used to them. You get used to them? I remember one once protected me from being mugged. There's another that breaks into my house once a week to make me breakfast. Lady, call the cops, seriously. And she fails to see the problem. Yes. I just wish they'd leave my underwear drawer the same way they find it. I take pride in how neatly I organize my underwear, you know. I take pride in my old liquor collection. I guess it's the same. No, wait, it isn't. Yeah, you get me, Jill. Okay, one more drink before I go. By now the stage should be all organized, so the fallout should have settled. Isn't it a bit late for a concert? It's part of my gimmick. I always make concerts go from night till dawn. In this one, I'm supposed to close with a song called Sunshine Stone. If everything goes as planned and the weather forecast is accurate, the sun should come up just as I reach the climax of the song. I'd be depressed if they ask for your love is a drug as an encore though. That sounds nice. Hey, I need to make people feel their tickets were worth the ridiculous price, you know? Don't you think it sucks to pay for something only to find out you shouldn't have bothered? I mean, I'm not one to go to many concerts. Like, thinking about it, I was generally mostly classical stuff, which can be annoying when you have like good hearing and good pitch, because you hear that one guy that's slightly off key from the rest. Yeah, one time I bought some expensive coffee in this one cafe. It tasted like filthy water with cream. I still don't know if it was the coffee or the girl that served it, but it was bad. Man, that sucks. Speaking of which, do you have anything bitter? I really need to wake myself up. Oh. Let's see what I can find for you. Sunshine Cloud is bitter, but I think there's one specifically to wake up, cause it's like maybe to sober up a bit. Let's see. This is Burning. Grizzly Temple. But I feel like I think I feel giving her the same will be fine as well. Because if I go by this, let's go. What was that? Unnecessarily brown. Yeah, like something like this is sobering, but this is sour, not bitter. I don't think there is anything really. I think Sunshine Cloud will be the thing. Yeah. Let's go with that then. Rocks and mix. I think the idea is you basically serve them their ideal drinks. Like this. Yeah, this works. So how is it? It could be a bit sweeter, but it's delicious. I figured it was for waking you up or something, so really nice, thanks. I hope you are underwhelmed by this question, but I can see that you enjoy what you do, but how much of it is about the music? I'll let you know that before becoming Kiramiki, I was a very accomplished... I'll let you know that before I was a very accomplished pianist. I had concerts every week and part-time in bars with a jazz band. I still write and compose my own songs. Whoa, why the change? Going from jazz and piano to idol? Have you ever thought about the power music has over people? You could argue it's just noise, but it can make you feel a wide range of emotions. And that power is universal. It can transcend language and culture. Being in a jazz band or performing recitals, I can only take that power to so many people. But being an idol, I can take that power and spread it far and wide. Kids and adults, men and women, they all have access to my music and I can reach every one of them. Wow. What music do you like, Jill? I'm not picky, but I do prefer versions with no lyrics. Why? I like to listen to music while working and lyrics distract me. I mean, yes and no. Like, there are songs where you simply tune them out. And besides, it always bothers me when people nonchalantly start singing songs with creepy lyrics. I think only half of the listeners actually care about what's being said. Oh, that's a bummer. I'd give you a copy of my latest CD, but I don't have any at that moment. We're in a cyberpunk environment. Why do you have CDs? Don't worry about it. Okay then, I'm out. Thanks for helping me pass the time, Jill. Sure, please come again. I'll make sure of it. Will she be alright? Yeah, she'll be fine. You think she'll come back? Usually I'd say no, but I honestly don't know. Boss, we're done. Alright. You feel like going to that girl's concert? No, I don't think so. I don't have tickets anyway. Hey boss, does the name Red Comet ring any bells? Why, that was my moniker during my wrestling days. Excuse me? You've wrestled? That's what they called me during my time in the Grand Slam Fighters. They saw me coming, but they couldn't stop me before I crashed into their heads. Any reason for being red specifically? That way I was 3 times faster. Isn't it the yellow stripes that make you go faster? How did you find that out? Do you like wrestling? A client mentioned it yesterday when he saw you. I just kinda remembered it. Ah, I see. I should take you to a wrestling match sometimes. Maybe you like it. Maybe. In any case, Gil's cleaning glasses today, so I'll leave now. Take care. Oh, and boss? Don't cram anything on your head without thinking, please. Yeah. Roller service, grab a snack on the way home, it's on me. 0 mistakes. I think we did good. Your membership on the 17th, we're the 15th. Your life is a drug, buying the song from getting too distracted. You can now borrow Kiramiki's blog. Let's first buy the song. That's the poster. Kiramiki, this is sold. A magazine with all. There's a download code for Your Love is a Drug. Okay. Sold. I'm not sure how things work. That's why I kinda don't want to spend too much on stuff. Replica toy Turing. Wait a minute, I didn't check. Are they the same people that made the read-only memories? Jill bought what and she's pleased with herself. She will shortly focus on work. Or did that idol really show up, or is she like the ghost? Hey! Can we listen to that now? Your love is a drug. Hey, it's J-pop. It's like an anime opening. It has that beat to it. Why doesn't it keep playing? Danger/you, dangerous opinions. Stop forcing Alice. So we hate Alice now? Good. Is that... it's just that we haven't heard any news yet. Remember that time they posted here to announce an attack? Lol, yeah, and I remember that cybercrime moving up the admin's ass. December 7th will come, the second retribution. Birthday is coming. That font. Oh boy, spooky font. It's happening. Time for despair. Oh, yeah. A fucking win. I just got out of jail. I'm not going back. Do you know what happens to people with IPs on the wrong thread? Hi, cybercrime union. I just want to let you know I'm not Alice, but in fact, your mom. Why you guys so nervous? The only one getting effed is the admin. Admin fair. F off, Alice. Not this shit again. This thread is closed. Mickey concert free. In the last thread, Anon hates fun. I don't want fights. You people are so immature. What's wrong with being a guy in danger/you? I do care if you assume you're a girl anyway. F off. Dudes, in danger/you. Let's go back to the concert, please. 27x and you stupid idiots still care about petty shit like this. He started everything by mentioning he's a guy. Does it matter? Like, really? Anyway, we should gather somewhere to take the train to the stadium together. Not a bad idea. We can make an official danger/you meetup. Like, I'd want to be seen with a bunch of ugly girls in front of my friends. Okay, next thread I'm going to moderate the F out of this. No more shit posting. No, this one. In the last thread, no shit posting allowed. Did that one Anon left? I think so. I never left. I was just lurking to not cause any trouble. Don't worry, we're here for you. Any ideas for the great revelation? Do you know if you like her yet? Look, I just don't want to ruin our friendship. We know each other since we were very young. So she's your childhood friend? It's like one of my Japanese animes. Yeah? Okay, this is what you have to do. When Mickey ends singing Lovers in Paradise, you kiss her. Kiss? Of course, just try to imagine how magical that moment will be with the fireworks and the epic guitar solo. I will think about it. Aww. The augmented eye. Neo San Francisco rocked by a powerful earthquake. Millions safe. A powerful 8.6 magnitude tremor has struck the area of Neo San Francisco. Fortunately, modern science was able to identify the quake almost an hour in advance, providing the city plenty of time to prepare for the worst. During a conference call, Glitch City's Prime Minister Quincy congratulated the rescue teams at Neo SF for its rapid response in the wake of the warning. They're an example to follow, and we're certainly looking forward to implement these advancements in the earthquake predictions here in our beautiful city. Glitch City is not currently known to be a seismic zone. I feel this is the same universe as Read Only Memories. Kira Miki confirmed as the best pop star in history. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. She's the best. Like, she had to be handcrafted to be this perfect. Holy moly. She's the top tier everything, and I'm baffled as to how there are still people out there hoping to be as awesome and hot and great. They can't. It's impossible. Was it? I think this came after. It's impossible for a human to top such an achievement. I for one welcome our new Roboco overlord. Interview Gloria, Light and her quest for a Tino award. I'm not sure, I didn't really, I was like, The last time when they met, when I saw some reference, I was like, I should look up this if this is the same people. The Augmented Eye. In today's interview segment, we sit with Tino Award nominee Gloria Light. It's an honor to be here with you. Gloria, it's my pleasure. Tell us everything. What was your content blocked in your region? Sure. Not like we care. Thanks, GC. Oh, I love this place. So much energy, so much love. I could feel the optimism in the air. Even after all the struggles, you still came to see me and got to experience the loudest and craziest crowd in my whole career. I'm beyond speechless. That said, I'm excited to announce that we'll have a second date in the city. It wasn't easy to set up, but I'm happy my agency approved it. This was by far our biggest show, and I can't wait to experience it again. See you soon, my darlings. Love, Mickey. Dome concert. However, are you ready for the Dome concert? I sure am. I perform in a rather large number of concerts every year, and even then I can't help but be excited every time I have one around the corner. And it's all thanks to you. Thanks to your energy and love surrounding my life in every aspect. I'm going to perform all of your favorite songs, so please be excited. Just one little request. Please don't wait for me outside the stadium or my bodyguards will get angry at you. I wouldn't like to see you hurt, so please don't do it. That's one way of saying it. What I do to relax. It's been very hectic as of late, so I'd like to share with you what I do to relax. Sitting on rooftops. I'm on the road most of the time, so I don't have a specific rooftop to relax on. I like to feel the breeze and see a beautiful vista. It makes me think about life. Tea cocktails. Oh, this is something I can't live without. Mixing tea with vodka, rum, gin, lime. You name any tasty and natural combination and I'll be all over it. Okay. I'm very careful about getting tipsy before a show though. I wouldn't like to ruin your evening. So it was correct that we didn't include alcohol in it. Let's save. Okay. I'm like, are there things I can click here? But I don't think there are. Evening. Oh, hi there. I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma? Ah, Leonidas. Jillian. Marcello. I stumbled across her on my way in and asked her if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. Where's boss? She didn't put the helmet on again, did she? She went out for a bit, I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Right, thanks. We have a new song, right? We do. There we go. Let's enjoy some of that. Time to mix drinks and change lives. What was that? Yeah, I can leave that on. Oh, just something they made me say back in instruction. It kind of stuck. Huh? I went to a school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That habit didn't rub off until high school or so. Yeah, it's kinda like that. Oh yeah, look at this. A glass with a signature? to Gigi. I'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That Kira Miki girl came here yesterday before her concert, actually. Oh yeah, now I see her name here. You don't seem very surprised. I like B-Link more, actually. The stoic looking duo, right? Yup, those. Cassie Zero. Like when I saw Cassie Zero, I was like, is this by the same devs or something? Seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break up with Damien. I see, want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. Alma, we've known each other for what, a few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. Ouch. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like, the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You could pretend to be more interested, you know. Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? Frame? Yeah, for all these pics you have of your boss, the ones filling your phone's memory. Some seem sneakily taken at that. Interesting. Yet they have cross references. They have Cassie Zero, there's Turing mentioned. Is that true? What do you care? How the hell did you find that out? So it is true. Shut up. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Oh, I really like this one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. You... Hey, can you make me a bed touch before we keep arguing? Sure. We developed for the cyberpunk. So Read Only Memories was technically before Valhalla. So I guess it's more like they're taking inspiration. A bad touch, yes. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, would not surprise me if they like saw some things from each other. Here. Who gives these drinks their silly name? Usually the one who registers it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humor. Like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name. Yeah. So who's Damien again? The one with the nice car? Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye. And what was wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARPer. So what? LARP? Live action role playing. Sounds more like the nickname of some very heavy-handed writer for a military organization. What did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud and F in the open? Those are the hippies, yeah. He frequents those and it's something I'd rather not deal with at all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that... You see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Think about it, have you ended your longest lasting relationship for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. And at least Turing is one of them. He's in both. The drink is Hesse. That's in both. Not sure about others, if like sometimes I notice them, sometimes I don't. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night? Your cat doesn't count. Harsh. A year ago, it was messy. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed F-Boy over there into a closet ages ago. F-Boy? People have different needs and priorities. Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pat your head, dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. Jill? And if you're gonna make you to shut up and drink, I'll have you know that my uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, get me something weird, would you? Ventriloquism? Weird? A weird drink? Yeah, something different, experimental, uncommon. Let's see. Promo drinks, okay? Promo drinks. Grizzly Temple. Piano Man. Piano Woman. Zen Star. I don't think this is a good idea to serve to most people. Let's give her a... I think she needs a happy drink. Aged mix. Here. Yeah, this fits the bill. It's a promotional drink made to commemorate a movie. They leapt at the chance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise. Oh. You know, your orders are weird today. They are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a Brentini and then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar. Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? Something tells me part of the reason you left this Damien is because he was too deep into routine. Maybe... Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? That's the silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they've prepared just for occasions like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago there was this group of people that had hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves, I just remember that it was just petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist's identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. Really? Interesting. It's what happens when that idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It is no longer a group but an individual. Based on our living in a third world country. Interesting. Wow. So that's the premise. Hmm. And I'm guessing inspired from common stuff. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. So you don't think such a person exists? Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity. But it might be anything, an individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really muddied overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always catches the attentions of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of twins broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's thanks to that damned Alice Rabbit thing. I see. But enough of that, there's a more pressing matter at hand. There is? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out sometime for too long. Oh, that. Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? No, At this rate I might just crash by your apartment, that way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know, you need some human warmth in that place. Your tits alone would fill my entire bathroom. Bad, you react too nonchalantly, it's no fun. React a little bit, let me tease you for a second. I refuse. In all seriousness though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date, I just wanna have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I've asked you out is 10 AM, you know? That's early morning by my standards. I mean, it's not that I don't wanna hang out, I just don't want to wake up early. You are hopeless. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink here. Like say a big Brantini. Finally, that's the Alma I know. Big Brantini, easy enough. I hope the music is fine, not too loud, not too quiet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1H. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1. Big Brantini, here. You know, Brantini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is, the BTC got a hold of a brand of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So on a weird whim they changed the name. I see. You know, I was wondering. Yeah? Don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? Not really, most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's beside the point. I get my payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing. You make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem, and I've always found my job fun. There was a story recently about someone. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to respond to. I'm like the tank from my, like one of the tanks from my UVO group decided to set up a UCOB group. So he asked me if I want to join, and at the moment I'm fine with it. We'll see how it goes, so had to respond if we can do stuff. Hello mouse. Gotta love Bluetooth, right? Yeah, we'll see. I have no clue if I'll stick with it. It really depends on my workload. Come on, mouse. Okay. Okay. It's not registering my mouse now. Come on. Let's see. The joys of Bluetooth. Okay. Block not trusted, yes. Paired, yes. Connected, yes. Why don't you work then? Okay then, if you don't want to, I'll just do it with this. There we go. I wonder if I can pair it with like two Logitech receivers individually, because I can swap between, like it has two device swaps. Yeah, like I don't know why Bluetooth, like it's weird. I I don't know. But yeah, I'm thinking of getting a second, like one of those Logitech universal receivers and trying to pair it with that, but I'll have to look into that. It also works much better, like with Bluetooth, it's like I click a button and it doesn't do anything, and I click it again and then it works. Most of my contracts are consultancy based gigs. It's not like every day is a thrill. Do you meet with your client or? I don't. It's always from behind, as many filters as I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because big boobs equals small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but the few times I've shown myself, they weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something, give them what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions? Just thing I've been curious about and always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now, see ya. Take care. Hello, sugar. Oh! Hello, Mr. Donovan. Like my pop used to say, never touch the ass of a woman with metallic arms. Yeah, how about just don't? I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber. They're hard as F and that's all my abdomen felt. Do you normally greet people that way? I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Oh, but don't worry, you're safe. You're flattered at the field at my summer house. Oh. A bit of advice, you shouldn't provoke the one serving you drinks or food. Don't be offended, kid, you have your audience, I'm just not part of it. Today I'm making this a quick one, gotta tend to business in a while. Having said that, I'll just have the usual. The usual he says. I mean, we had a cafe at work. And like maybe after a week the guy already knew more or less what our usuals were. So yeah, for me that was caffeine-free cafe latte. Someone else was having coffee with cream. Someone else just plain coffee. That all mixed. Here's a big drink. The usual. Sure, this'll work. What brings you today, Mr. Donovan? That girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks. So I was working to clinch an exclusive interview. Did you succeed? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end result is what matters. He reminds me of the editor from the Spider-Man cartoons. Like the attitude, but I think that's just like character portrayal. I see. Wait, blackmail? You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find out when you get the right people drunk. Hey, the signature on that glass over there. Ah, oh yeah. That big titted Lily was here. Came yesterday before the concert, yeah. Anything juicy come out of her visit? No. Gossip worthy? No. Tabloid worthy? No. Come on, there has to be something. Well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed. Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here, anything. I've got nothing. Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans? I'm serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her or that you didn't already know. Fine. Hey kid, do you think Lilim have nipples? Excuse me? I mean, I've seen a couple of pornos where they have them, but they could be modded, you know? So yesterday while interviewing the singer Lilim chick, I kept wondering if those tits had nipples. I mean, I'd be fine without them, but the curiosity is killing me. But I'm even more curious about the engineers that designed them. Can you picture a room full of people discussing whether or not the tits on a Lilim look good? A bunch of guys and a lesbo engineer wondering if the latest model's vagina is good enough. Man, God bless those sons of bitches. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? You expect me to share my information when you wouldn't share your scoop on the singer? How can one share when there's honestly nothing to share? Yeah, he's bigoted, sexist, etc, etc, like... I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Harbingers? Not really, no. There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. I read their manifestos in the bathroom once. Interesting piece and even better makeshift toilet paper. Yeah, I was in the office today after like 2 months. More than 2 months actually. 2 months and a half or so. Like we're now fully again in the office. And honestly, it's weird. I wish I could, like, I actually discussed it with my manager, was like talking about possibly working from home some more, and she was like, I'm fine with that, which is surprising given all these years she was the one that was always supposed to be working from home. I'm still surprised. I'm mulling it over. I'm kind of thinking like 2 or 3 days of working from home would be good. Just so that they can get stuff done. Because like I can actually focus and do stuff. There's not someone every 5 minutes asking me if this or that, or completely stuff that I don't care about. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that. Yeah. Like I want to, especially now that I have a routine I can follow and it's not causing me any issues anymore. Like at the start, I had issues, I had to sort out things. Like the break after work definitely helps, like having a hard break and just walking away from the room. So yeah, it's definitely something I'm thinking about. Like 2 to 3 days I think would work fine. It's also less stressful because for me just driving is stressful. And it's not like I'm like... I do like it at the office just because it's a different environment, different area. But sometimes, like today, what happened, like I came into the office and there are these blinds there and they were like fully across the windows. Okay, fine, I can understand you have sun shining and so on and you want to avoid it. The problem is... Yeah. The problem is the sun still comes through the glass and basically heats up the room. So I go to like open them, and the control thingy, the rope for it is like tied up in a knot. I was like, why would anyone tie this up? So I untied it and then like opened the windows. Like the air was stale. I don't know, like I know people aired the place, but it was weird. So yeah, after that, like we have external shutters that like adjust, and that's amazing because it's like keeps the sun away, puts in a lot of light, and it's like just use that. You don't need to do the internal stuff. It's like people never pay attention in physics or something. I remember one of the more interesting things in physics we had was like there's a vacuum bulb and it has a tiny spinner inside, and as light hits it, that spins. It's basically a solar sail like that you can have on your table or in your hand. Like, I like that, but that's basically, yeah, it goes through glass, it hits it with enough in a vacuum that it spins. So think about it. You don't want sun to go through the glass. I think I've heard about that somewhere. What of them? They sent a message to some outlet saying they have proof of their claims. That they're gonna release it to the public tomorrow. Oh, that'd be interesting to see, I think. I know, right? But yeah, so the yawning led me to the whole I was in the office today. Like for the last 2 months, I woke up, had a shower, made a coffee for myself, and that's it. Came into the office today, had no coffee. The coffee machine, the big one, doesn't work. So all that's left, yeah. So the only thing was like instant Nescafe or something like that, and it was, yeah. So I think tomorrow I just need to make coffee in the morning and take it with me, just so I can have my usual routine. Yeah, the shutters really help, or in my case, like on the balcony here we have awnings, so they open up and that cuts a lot of the heat. Yeah, I tend to get picky about stuff I drink, like picky about tea, picky about cocoa, picky about coffee. Like, I want to get Co's new coffee blend because it sounds fine. The problem is the shipping is like more expensive than the coffee itself because it's US to EU. So at the moment, waiting until that drops down a bit. I mean, you need to have good coffee. Honestly though, like, not all instant is bad. Like, I don't mind, like, I know some people, like, yeah. Like, we have, like, Slovenia in general, most people are used to Turkish coffee. Like, that's what they grew up with. Like, just because we have, like, the whole part of Balkan. I bought like a 30 euro electric grinder. It can do espresso fine, and I think up to like French press, and it's been working fantastic. Wouldn't do it for a Turkish coffee though, like that needs like a very fine grind. But because I prefer espresso anyway, and I have an espresso machine, like a cheap one, but it works. I'm happy with what it produces, and the coffee is great. You can ask Mia sometime. I'm sure she'll tell you if she hasn't yet. But yeah, coffee is definitely something I was missing, I think, and that's why I'm yawning at the moment. Do you like make it in a cafeteria or like a filter pour filter thing? Alert, give me a bleeding Jane so I can call it a day. Okay. Yeah. Um, that one needs a bit coarser grind. Yeah, I have that as well, and it makes like if the grind is doesn't matter if it's old. It really doesn't matter if it's old. Like as long as it works. The only reason I have a newer one is because I have an induction hob, so that needs specific pans. Here. Simple enough for you, I see. So I've heard this is Dana Zane's bar, is it true? Yeah. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after that incident with the bears. Where is she? I mean, a cafeteria is basically an espresso pot. Like the lower part you fill with water, then put on coffee there, screw it on top and you get the coffee on top. I mean, that's the closest you can get to an espresso without an espresso machine. Is outrunning some bears? 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Zane entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears, she beat them all without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards too. And you were there? I was drunk and bored, what can I say? You know she lost her arm there? Can't remember, too drunk, maybe she had prosthetic arm then too. I heard someone there suggest that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Threw it so hard her arm fell off. But that sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor. More like something she made up. Well, I gotta go. Next time I see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Please come again. I'd buy that for $1. Yeah. And break. Okay. Like, I love the drawings here. Break. I'm definitely gonna be saving each one separately. Now save to keep playing. Time to throw stuff out again. Let me see. Quick switch. Ah, isn't that a French press? I think that's a French press. Come moto. But yeah, French press needs a coarser grind, definitely. Ah, okay. Ah, boss, you're back. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? I had a brief meeting with my BTC regional manager. Oh, everything alright? As alright as it can be, considering that we're closing eventually. When will that happen? I don't know. Brian said that we'll be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filed and everything's being put in order. Oh, I was also talking to him about you. About me? Yeah, I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure you don't spend too much time without a job. If possible, to reassign you ASAP after closing. Hey, if it helps, Brian might be the angriest of us all. They want to close the only bar in the whole area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. What about Gil? He's the one that worries me the most, actually. He's kinda working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before. Who? The one who bought a levitation potion and then threw himself off a building. Okay. Ah yes, the levitation potion story. You use weird euphemisms, boss. Anyway, I find it hard to believe that Gil will find a job after all this. Just who is Gil? I have an idea of who he is, but I'm still putting pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure is no excuse to slack off. Yes, sir. You guys do know I can hear you, right? This place looks familiar. Excuse me, is this the VA-11 Hall A bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. It's a cat lady. Oh good god, what is they planning now? Excuse me? I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protested. Can you get me that? Sure. What was the drink? I guess this one is it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Age and mix. Yeah, 5, 5, 2, 3, 3. Here you go. Very nice, thanks a lot. So you know Miss? I'm Stella Hoshi, my pleasure. Yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yes? Yep, in fact I'm glad you know her, because she left this here last time. Oh god, so she left her helmet behind again. Not the first time, huh? Her helmets have been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Valets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it at least. Wow, quite a few people. Says as much of a sociable girl as she is a total klutz. At least when she's not being serious, she's very competent when she puts her mind to it. I see. So did she recommend you this place, or... We're meeting here today. I can see why she chose this place. It's the kind of place she likes. Hey, is that Kira Miki's autograph on the glass? Seems like the glass is a conversation starter. Nice. Yeah, it is. How did you get it? We stopped here yesterday, just before the concert. Really? The shock. Why is your eye spinny? It's so creepy. I mean... She did? Yeah, nice girl. Can I see it? Sure. Yep, this star-like signature is hers. Your name's Jill then? Yes. Ain't this nice? The hair's going all over the place. Here you go. Do you like her, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. I do. Whenever you hear her songs, you're filled with so much energy and happiness. Bet I couldn't purchase tickets for this one. I mean, they were sold out in minutes. Luckily, I could secure a couple for the next time she comes around. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hello, where the hell are you? Car crash? Oh, you're helping. Will it take long? Alright. Yeah, don't worry. I take it that was Say? Yes. Will you wait for her? I will. In the meantime, I feel like having another drink. One that was prepared in memory of its creator's dearest friend. Alright. Ah. Hmm. Drink in honor of a good friend. Hmm. That's an interesting specification. This one I'm not sure though. Drink in honor of a good friend. Hmm. I would guess it's either happy or sobering. Though vintage could work as well. Hmm. No clue. Fluffy dream. Maybe Fluffy was the friend? I'll try with this. Here. Maybe I'm too quick, but you should know these ones already. It's not wrong. May I ask you something that might be personal? It isn't about my eye, is it? No, it's not, or at least I don't think so. I don't get to serve many cat boomers, so it's something I've been curious about. Did you go through the procedure because of a disease or because of the fad? I'd rather not talk about it. My deepest apologies then. It's fine. You seem to know your drinks, Jill. Well, I guess I've read a bit more than the recipe book. Do you like alcohol? Yeah, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of canned beer. But their colors, their stories, the way you need to keep them stored, their designs. It sounds a bit silly when I say it out loud. Not at all. Do you collect them or anything like that? Actually, yeah, I started with my grandpa's collection and have been slowly growing it. It's been hard because of my debts, but I manage little by little. Do you like alcohol, Stella? I'm here, right? But I'm normally more of a social drinker. Unless it's with somebody I don't tend to drink much. I see. Sorry I'm late. Welcome. You took your sweet time. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in a rush hour traffic too and figured walking might be faster. Lucky there was a building with emergency stairs nearby and I climbed down. Climbed down? Took an air cab. Oh. I would suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put safety first. Safety? No, flying cars are just way cooler. I still don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. If I found out how to avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I'll have whatever she orders next. I'd like a drink that was... You're at it again, you and your cryptic orders always leaving us with weird stuff. Hey, I expect only the best from whoever serves me. They need to be able to answer these kinds of orders. Still, I'm sure you're wearing poor Jill here out with that kind of stuff. She's done quite well so far, actually. I guess I... Did I get it correct? I'm not sure. Really? Thank you? Whatever, please order something normal, would you? That'll be 2 fringe weavers then. You'll have 2 drinks at once. No, we're sharing. What, like half a glass for each? Isn't it better if it's 1 for each? Don't worry, you'll see. 2 fringe weavers, okay. All the alcohol aged and mixed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aged. Serve. 2 fringe weavers. Oh? This one's for you and this one's for me. You said you wanted whatever I asked for, right? Oh, that way. You could have said so earlier. Oh yeah, here. Hey, so this is where I left my helmet. Thanks. You really need to be more careful with your things. Yeah, but I have spares. Those spares should be safe for when the one you're using breaks or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know. Yeah, sorry. Should I say that boss got her head stuck because of a jammed button? Speaking of money, you still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yep, you worried? I'll refrain for now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be, it'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow. But with all the tension in the air lately, it's hard to know if it's true. As if the fear-mongering wasn't enough, the people have also started spreading baseless rumors. Just yesterday I had to stop a group of rampaging youngsters that heard the city would be leveled by bombs. Everyone's on edge. Yeah. I know you're worried, but I have to go there. It's orders from the higher-ups. Tell me something, if somebody came after me, do you think they'd stand a chance? You're quite strong, but I'll take something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. Would that make you feel safer? Maybe. I'll tell you what, after I come back we'll get some ice cream. That way you can vent all your frustrations. Alright. Seems my vehicle is here to pick me up. You coming, say? Nah, I'll stay here a bit longer. Okay then, take care. Bye. It's such a worry word. That means she cares about you. I've never doubted. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Bacon? Not that I mind, I'm just curious. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby? It must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. I see. Do you believe all that stuff about tensions growing and the anarchist group trying to disband the White Knights? To tell you the truth, I'm a bit worried. Even in my division, there's some shady business going on, but I don't want to investigate too deeply. What kind of business? From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they wish. Some even say the ones to get apprehended are the ones that have failed them in some way. Stella always say the White Knights are just glorified mall security. She says that if it's been proven beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on, Zaibatsu Corp's main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knights division. Something about the associates' fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to the BTC. Sounds plausible. Yeah, it kinda worries me though, because I really like my job. And I guess a similar fear exists among the upper ranks. Lately they seem restless. Too much politics, huh? It hurts my brain. I just want to rescue people and help them. I just wanna do my job without worries about politics of any kind. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow? My colonel needs to relay some information to the manager and I was picked because he trusted me. Well, he said, you're such a simpleton that you'd never give the wrong message. But it's his intention that counts. Oh, finally, the Dorothy has come back to Valhalla. Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entrances, you're disturbing other clients. More Dorothy, as Amy asked. Oh, come on, you know the audience would have gone wild with that one. And besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. Ahem. It's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. I wanted to grab something before starting my shift. Grab something before they start grabbing me, you could say. Hey, you having a drink? Can I buy one? Why yes, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. We'll see. What are you having? I'll have what she's having. And I've got the perfect thing, let's have a blue fairy. One for both? One for each? Alright. 2 blue fairies. For all the fairies. I know what I'm forgetting. Age. Serve. 2 fairies. Hey, this is pretty good. See? And it's blue like your hair. This is blue? Doesn't look blue on any of my displays. It's blue-greenish. I guess close enough. It is. So, what's your name, sweetie? Call me Say. Alright, Say. I'm Dorothy. Say. Yes, yes. Say. Yes, yes. Say. Say, why did you just buy me a drink? I just thought you were cute as a button, so I want you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having an ulterior motive. And that includes F-boy over there. What do you mean? Trust me, when you work in my kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. And this girl is simple to a fault. How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. That look on your face is one that simply sees no point in lying. Coupled with the fact that you're here in what looks like your work attire tells me that you're so married to your job that sex is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. So if you invited me to a drink because you find me cute and that's the extent of it, I believe you. Thank you. You say she's the first one, but what about Deal giving you a ticket the other day? Oh yeah, the Lilium with the dogs. No, he doesn't count. He looked like a humanoid Matt. Ouch. You seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind. How so? I can tell your body is heavily modded with things you shouldn't even have. Your tongue is BB069 with DNA scanning capabilities. Your skin is coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are of the premium extra flexible variety. And the most important thing, your hands. Oh, what about them? I don't know how modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, joints and skin are merely interesting. But your hands are the MIRD-113 of Realta Industries. Model designed to shoot class 5 bullets from its fingertips. So, Clause G of Article 17 in the Augmentation and Modification Law on the topic of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of class 3 grade or higher will be either commissioned for disarmament or sent to danger zones. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Eh? I'm not in law enforcement, I just do rescue, and even if I was, I'm not on duty right now. Oh. I want to know though, why go through with that upgrade? The girl's gotta take care of herself, you know. I wanna be able to deal with things if they get ugly, and this is the most discreet mod I had. Or at least I thought so. Oh yeah. Okay then, can I give you some advice? I guess? The reason I could tell it's not your default hand model is your fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make the cannons fit. You could get a small mod that changes them into disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense and not regular use, of course. I see. Well, I've got to go. Ah yes, another thing. If you aim for the arms or leg, once is self-defense, anything more is assault. I thought the idea of self-defense was kill them before they can tell the cops that you're the one attacking them. At least I think the USA does it that way. Yeah. Bye Dorothy, bye Jill. Bye bye. Please come again. Ah, I thought she was gonna take me away. They would put my mind on a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. Do if I behave well. That's what happens when you underestimate people. Although I'm tempted to ask. About what? DNA reading tongue? I think some of the states have like defending your own home. Basically, if you shoot them in defense of your own home, you're in the right, as long as they can't counter-sue you or something. Very prehensile, intuitive, also it vibrates. Basically, it's kind of a dildo. Extra flexible joints? Do you really need to ask? Anti-radiation coating? Hey, my skin's my first tool of the trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. And it makes it feel so soft no matter how much it's been battered. Alright then. So you fancy yourself a diviner? Reading people and all? Not really, I'm just quite good at reading people. I guess it's a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. It's a bit surreal to hear that from a Lilim. What can you say about me then? Let's see. You're very sexually frustrated. It's not the act itself, but rather that your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. There's an even deeper frustration something happened that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone who you know won't return your feelings, maybe you were hurt in the past. And thus your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on her. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Oh boy, did I actually hit the nail on the head? I was making this stuff up on the fly. All of that was just rubbish, I say, because it's right 80% of the time. Generic bullshit, if you will. You'd be surprised at the amount of sexual frustration people hold. I can't read you, honey. You're too good at putting on a professional face. But this definitely gives me more insight into you. Lucky! Aren't you late or something? I am, but if you'd let me satisfy your frustrations, I could stall for some time. Go! Fine. Bye, honey. Artificial intelligence has come rather far, eh? One wonders how artificial it remains. Shut up, F-boy. Everything done? Yeah. Hey boss, this might seem random, but... Do you remember the first time I came to the bar? When you came to submit your contract? Yeah, why? Well, for some reason I've been hung up on it since this morning and I just realized why. The visage that welcomed me back then was Gil trying to pull your head out of a jar. Oh yeah, that. I can't remember what exactly, but something fell inside and I tried to retrieve it. I just kinda put my hand in and it got stuck. It was a friend's jar too, so I couldn't just break it. Hey Gil, how did you get my hand out of that jar? A straw and some butter. Oh yeah, clever solution. Yeah, and that brings me to the random thought. That incident, the helmet yesterday, the many times your foot got stuck on something you were stomping it. Boss, why do you get stuck in so many different things? Huh? Now that you mention it, I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. Oh my god. Then there's the incident with the TV. I'll admit my fault with the others, but the TV incident was not my fault. The assembly instructions for that stand should have labeled their Z and S better. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with the S2 piece with the 5Z1. Still, Jill's onto something here. Yes, she is. Now, go clean the dishes and you can leave for today. I like to think she'll make an effort now to avoid getting stuck in things. I want to believe. Oh, we made one mistake. So that's the order we made wrong. That's the problem with the cryptic order. Like, you can't figure stuff out, and I don't think is there an in-game way to figure out what the drink is besides replaying it 20 times? We made one mistake, we didn't get the flawless service, but everything will turn out alright in the end, don't worry. So I guess we got somewhere. There is an in-game way to learn about the drinks. That's good. Jill's subscription got removed, she'll have no problem focusing at work today. Happy not birthday, okay. Where though? Is there an app maybe? See, the replica toy touring is what like linked me as well. Vintage gaming, Joker cyclones, paper lantern, beer, meet the staff, shoulder, Mulanti. There doesn't seem to be anything in the shop. I need to look into that because Hmm. I mean, I do want to try the alternate paths as well. So I don't mind getting one wrong at the moment. I just need to keep in mind what's going on. Saying that, day 4 room.